What is up, YouTube? It's Nell here. How you guys doing today? So in today's video, we are going to be getting 2024 financial predictions for you guys. So as you can see, there are 3 different piles. Pause the video if you have to. The timestamps are linked down below. On pile 1, we have this pyrite. On pile 2, we have this orange calcite. It looks like an orange creamsicle. I love it. On pile 3, we have this golden. What is this? Hold on, give me a second. I believe it's just goldstone. I had to think about that for a second. So yeah, pile 3, we have this goldstone. So we will get the 2024 predictions for you guys. I will see you at your pile. I do have to say that this reading is for entertainment purposes only, and obviously this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. If you guys chose this pyrite, then this is your reading. Like I said in the intro, keep in mind this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I do have to say, for legal reasons, that this is for entertainment purposes only. So we will get your 2024 financial predictions. As you can see, I've already pre-pulled your tarot cards. We will take a look at that on camera. I will pull some clarifiers. More than likely, I'll need some. We're trying to get as detailed and as accurate as we possibly can, even with the general reading. And then I will pull some oracle cards on camera too. I think I'm going to pull some of these as well. Yeah, I don't really have like money cards specifically, but that's fine. We can get really detailed still. All right, let's get into the tarot. All right, so this one's trying to come out. For your tarot cards, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. This is the upright. These cards are beautiful. If I remember, I'll link them down below. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. And then finally, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, very interesting. So you guys in this pile specifically, I think, are very restless when it comes to your finances. I mean, I think everyone is lately, but specifically this pile, it seems like there's really something weighing on you. And I think it's because of your house and your home right here, the Four of Wands in reverse, or it could be marriage as well. I don't know if you guys are planning a marriage in 2024, if you guys are planning a moving house and home in 2024, if you're trying to renovate a house and home in 2024, or there might even be something come up with your house and home. Maybe you don't even know it yet. It's something in the future that's going to come up with your house and home with the Four of Wands in reverse. And I think that with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's telling me that you might not have the funds to actually do it. And this is where this Four of Swords energy comes in, because the Four of Swords upright is somebody who's at peace, who can take a break, who can rest. The Four of Swords in reverse is somebody who is very restless, anxious, feels like they cannot sit down, they cannot stop, because there's just this anxiety, this stress because of this situation here. I think at the moment you probably aren't in the best place financially, especially when it comes to, once again, house, home, family, marriage, whatever that may mean for you. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse, maybe some people in this pile are having problems financially when it comes to getting a new place or finding a place in general, or keeping the place that you have. I'm not sure, but I think overall in 2024 you're going to be fixing this, because we end on the Queen of Pentacles, which is a really good, abundant sign, especially in a financial reading. This is like safety, security. This is everything being taken care of. And if you have people that you need to take care of, this is like having more than enough to provide for them. It also speaks of a good work-life balance. So I think by the end of 2024, you guys will be sorting through this financial mess that you're in, or that you're going to find yourself in, especially if this is something that you don't even like. If you're watching this pile and you're like, I don't really know what you're talking about. I mean, first of all, A, check with your intuition and be like, is this resonating? But B, it could very possibly mean that it's something that hasn't happened yet. I mean, things happen if you're a homeowner, and especially if you don't have extra funds, it's like, damn, like, how am I supposed to pay for it? That's the vibe that I'm getting here. But I don't want you guys to worry in this pile, because once again, we're ending on the Queen of Pentacles here, which means by the end of 2024, you will have most, if not all of this, figured out and sorted out. But I do think that throughout 2024, and I think that you guys have been already dealing with this struggle. You don't get to the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is like complete and utter financial disaster in some cases, or like just lack of finances. Like the King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who can't afford anything, really. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being blunt. You know what I mean? So I don't think this is news to anyone in this pile. I definitely don't. But I think 2024 is the year that you are going to work through it, and that's where all this restlessness is coming from. Is because this is a lot. This is a lot to get out of. This might be debt too. I mean, could be debt that's keeping you back as well. But I think throughout 2024, you're going to finally be taking those steps, if you haven't already, to really conquer everything that you need to conquer. Once again, the Queen of Pentacles, it's not just like you're finally keeping your head above water by the end of 2024. I mean, you will be, but it's like way more than that. It's like finally having the abundance that you have been seeking, the uh, success that you have been seeking. I wonder if some people in this pile are getting a fixer upper. That could also be something too. Or do you live in a place already that just like you just kind of have to make it work? It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. If that is the case for you guys in 2024, then just know that you are making this from a place of residence into like a building, you know what I mean? From that sort of vibe into something that's just like we had to work with what we got to like a house and a home. I just feel like there's something here where like you had to make something work, or you're going to have to make something work, and you're going to overall succeed in this. Like with the Queen of Pentacles, it just is very, very homing, very inviting. In terms of finances, it's having everything you need financially, and it's being able to take care of anything that you need to financially in terms of house, home, kids, pets, things like that. And if you guys are looking for anything with jobs as well, this is a good financial omen with the Queen of Pentacles over here. This is somebody who has a really good work-life balance and who is able to provide for everything that they need to keep up for. So I think, like I said, at the end of the day, 2024, I think the struggle is going to be here to get out of this spot. I don't think I'm telling anybody in this pile anything new. If this is like complete news to you, then this might not even be your pile, to be honest, because I think you guys have been worried about this for a while, and I think you're just finally taking those steps towards this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is probably towards the end of 2024, but who knows? It's just going to be the journey that you're on, you know? So let's get some clarifiers and see if I can get a little bit deeper and clarify this a little bit more. I wonder if some people in this pile are like, I'm not scaring you. I'm saying if this is already happening, it's kind of giving the vibe some people might be being forced to leave a apartment or a house or a home. Like, I don't, there's some people in this pile maybe even getting evicted, but it doesn't have to be eviction per se. Maybe they're just raising the rent and you can't keep up with it. I don't know. It's very weird. Yeah, if you're planning a wedding, it might be something that is also coming in here. Or if you're not maybe planning it per se, but maybe you want to get married and you can't afford it, I do see you guys figuring it out financially. And once again, Queen of Pentacles is something that comes together so beautifully. So if you're worried about any of that, I mean, obviously it's good to have safety, security, especially when it comes to your finances. You got to take the steps to work towards that. But if you are worried about that, I do see that this is going to end for you in a very pleasant way by the end of 2024. But I do think I'm not gonna lie, the struggle is gonna be there, because to go from King of Pentacles in reverse to Queen of Pentacles upright, it's gonna take a lot of work, So let's get some clarifier for I kind of want to clarify the Four Swords in reverse speaks for itself. It's just somebody who's like freaking burnt out and worried and stressed and feels like they can't rest, they can't stop working because they need to get to where they need to get to. So let's clarify the King of Pentacles, I think. We'll clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that. You have the Four Swords upright. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. So you have the Three of Swords, Two of Wands, Hierophant in reverse, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, there's a lack of commitment here. I don't know if it's you guys who weren't committed to your finances. That could definitely be, like, no judgment here. I personally kind of was like, when I was younger, I was kind of like, fuck it, like, I'm probably not going to live that long anyways. I know it's like a horrible thing to say, but this is kind of the vibe it's getting. Like, I don't know if you guys were just not committed to your finances, or if you guys haven't been able to commit to a job or a career, and it might not even be your fault. It might just be like the economy and stuff like that. But there's like a lack of commitment here, which has led to this lack of security, this lack of savings, this lack of being able to provide with the King of Pentacles in reverse. And I think this has caused you a lot of pain and heartache, 100%. I mean, if you literally can't support yourself, if you can't support the people that you need to care about, if you can't have a home, if you don't have, you know, enough money to pay the bills, yeah, that's gonna bring you through the ringer. And once again, I think that you guys have already experienced this energy. I think you've probably experienced it for a while. I don't think this is something that's new to 2024, and I definitely don't think this is even something that's new to 2023. Some people in this pile might have gotten laid off because there is some conflict here with the Four of Wands in reverse. But once again, we went from the Four of Swords upright to the the Four of Swords in reverse to the Four of Swords upright, and the Two of Wands, which is you guys finally planning and taking actions, making a plan to be able to put your mind at ease and to be able to not stress about finances as much. Maybe even go on vacation eventually for some people. Like, I know that sounds crazy to be like, you can't even afford a house or whatever, and now you're planning a vacation, but like, that's the vibe I'm getting throughout 2024. I think that's really the journey that you're going to be going on. So let's clarify the Four of Wands. If it's not a vacation per se, maybe you're like not quite there yet. I think it's just not having to freaking run yourself ragged working or trying to get money or trying to get whatever resources you need. It's just you're not going to have to worry about that. You can finally rest. You can finally take a break, whether or not it's an actual vacation or just like a break from stress. Then I do see that coming in by the end of 2024 for you guys. All right, so let's clarify the Four of Wands. I mean, obviously that's what I'm seeing here. The work is going to have to be done by you. So if this is resonating and you're worried about it, specifically in regards to house, home, family, or marriage life, then just know I do see that there is safety and security and stability over here with the Queen of Pentacles coming in 2024. How? We'll try to get a clarifier and see how, but it is a general reading. So but I do want to clarify this Four of Wands in reverse. Can we clarify this? Yeah. Look at that. You're moving forward. Interesting. So I do think some people are probably actually moving. I don't know what happened here, but it seems like your residence for some reason isn't working for you. And once again, I'm not like, if you're watching this pile and you like have no idea what I'm talking about, most likely you already know what this is if this is your reading. Okay, so your residence hasn't been working for you for some time. Maybe it's an apartment complex, maybe it's not being kept up properly for whatever reason. Maybe you have horrible neighbors. I don't know. For some reason, the residence isn't working for you. It could even be that you're in a small complex and you're trying to build a bigger family, a small home, and you're trying to build a bigger family and you need to be in a bigger home. Like, whatever it is, however it is working out in your situation, I just see it's not working for you. But in 2024, you are taking the action to getting more financial prosperity with this Queen of Pentacles over here in order to upgrade your financial status, which obviously then helps to upgrade your living situation, which helps to upgrade your everything, really. We also have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I think you guys are moving into a place that is something more fitting for you, and I think that is something that you really have been wanting or hoping for with the Nine of Cups, because this is like your dreams are coming true, getting what you want. I think you're going to be very pleased with the outcome in 2024 of whatever it is that you are moving on from or moving past. You're going to be really pleased with this outcome. Let's see if we can clarify this Queen of Pentacles. I want to know what this is. Yeah, healing coming in. Okay. All right. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you guys have definitely been saving, and if you haven't been saving like right now, then I think in 2024 that is going to be your goal, which is what I said already. I think you guys are really getting yourself out of debt. Some people might be moving out of family situations, family housings, with the Ton of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like breaking off from that sort of thing. But if it's not family specifically, then it could just be like extreme debt with the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you guys really are like, I don't mean to be dramatic, but like rock bottom right now in your financial situation. And in 2024, you're finally taking action towards that. I think that this really kept you trapped and held back. Obviously, if you can't afford things financially, then that only leaves a certain amount of places that you can live or a certain amount of things that you can do. It might even be transportation problems, things like that, which it just, you know, the quality of life definitely goes downhill the less income you have. I don't think that's any big news to anyone here in this pile, but I do see you guys taking the first steps towards financial action and financial plan, and it probably goes hand in hand with the career stuff. So if you want to see the career reading, I've already uploaded it. It will be somewhere on my channel. So yeah, you can look at that. But I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are finding a new job or getting a promotion or something like that, because I do see you not only taking the plan, the action to fix your finances, but I also see you like successfully progressing forward with it with the Three of Wands. And once again, if you've been trying to move or you've been thinking about moving and that's like a big thing on your mind this year, then I definitely see you guys doing that 100%, because it's finally bringing some healing energy into your finances, which might sound weird, but I think you will also kind of be more cognizant of your financial habits. I don't know if you guys were just spenders or if you had a lot of little things that would get taken out of your accounts, like subscription services or something, that you didn't realize how much they were adding up. I'm not sure. Or maybe you went out to dinner a lot. I don't know, but I do think that you guys are going to be doing a lot of things in moderation in terms of finances now. I think you're really going to be checking the ins and outs, what's going into your bank account, what's going out of your bank account in 2024. And I think you're probably going to be canceling stuff that you really don't need, maybe even downgrading for some people if that is the case. Like not paying for, I don't know, maybe even downgrading a car, or maybe you are in like a too big of a house right now, or the house is too expensive, the apartment's too expensive, and now you're moving into a cheaper place, or you're moving to an area that's cheaper. That could also be what it is with the Three of Wands here. This is somebody who's kind of moving far away, so this could be for some people you're moving to a cheaper area as well. It's just finally there is some moderation and balance in your spending, in your income, in your financial statements. However that works for you, I don't know, but you guys are definitely taking the action over here with the Magician. Once again, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are getting a new job or getting a promotion, or definitely just making sure that your financial statements aren't like, you know, spend. You're really going to be looking at that and planning ahead for the future. So yeah, that's really all I see with that. Yeah, I just think that you guys are, I think you're kind of already not in the best place financially, which I feel you on that. And I think you're just finally going to get better, you know what I mean? Get into a better spot financially. I think you're finally going to take your life by the reins, take your financial status by the reins, and be like, nope, this is not going to control my life. I'm going to control this, and I'm going to make the change that I want to see. I'm going to be the change that I want to see with this financially, and I'm going to better my financial status, which then in turn will better my overall, you know, life. So yeah. All right, let's see what the oracle cards say. I'm so awkward with these sometimes. I can feel the energy and I know like what I want to say, but then actually turning that into words is sometimes so, I don't know. I'm just like, so yeah. Right, let's get financial predictions for you guys in 2024. Cunning, yeah. So cunning also is about protection from deceit and lies and people who would take advantage of you. So I wonder if there's been, look at that. I was saying that I was feeling like a change in job or like a promotion or something. Yeah, this is definitely going to be, or maybe you're picking up another job. I don't know, like a second job on top of the one you have. But yeah, I think that you guys are just finally being like, all right, this is where I want to go. What do I need to do to get there? I think you're finally just going to, not that you haven't been putting in the work, but I think you're just taking like a hard look at your reality around you right now, at your bank statements around you right now, maybe even at your debt, and you're like, all right, this sucks. Nobody wants to work 60 hours a week, but what do I want to be doing next year, this time next year? Well, I don't want to be in the same situation that I'm in this year. So unfortunately, I shouldn't have to be working 60 hours a week. I shouldn't have to be working 2 jobs, but it is what it is right now. And that's what I'm going to do. That's the vibe I'm getting here. It's just like, you should not have to be doing it, but yeah. And I do think perhaps maybe you weren't getting paid what you could have been paid at a job with the cunning right here. People trying to take advantage of you. That's kind of what this is about. It's protection from that this year financially. You're going to be protected from people trying to kind of slip one over on you financially. And I don't mean that in just like, you know, let your finances go and like spirit will take care of it. No, it's because you're going to be the one in charge of looking at the statements, what's going in, what's going out, how much am I getting paid, you know, is this job, could I be getting paid more to do a different job, or am I getting underpaid at this job, that sort of thing. maybe, you know, we do have to spend money, obviously, but you're going to be looking at like, is this service worth it? Is there a cheaper service? Like, is this person overcharging? Like, things like that is the vibe I'm getting here. You're really going to be just like cutting it back to the bare bones, and it's so that you can get whatever this is over here, the safety, the security, this abundant, this it's just like a really happy, secure feeling over here, to get to this place where you don't have to worry as much, and where you can take care of everything that you need to take care of, everything that you want to take care of. So yeah. All right, so let's get one last card for you guys for your financial predictions in 2024. Oh, look at that. I love that. So we have Pioneer. It says light attribute, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Interesting. This kind of gives me the vibes that perhaps you might not be around people who are very good with finances. And I mean, if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're an adult, so obviously like you are in charge of your own actions and stuff. But I think we all know like the financial habits of your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, regardless of your age. Like that all does have an impact on us, especially if the people around us and society around us in general, of like how we spend our money, what we spend our money on, what we should be saving, what we can't be saving, whatever it is. I think that maybe you are one of the first people in some of your friend groups or in some of your relationships or whatever it may be to really look at this from a sort of different perspective. Like, you know how like a financial expert would look way differently at just like the everyday finances of people than, you know, just the average person would. I wouldn't be surprised if you're kind of the first person who's taking a look at this stuff in a different light than the people around you with this Pioneer card. But this could also be talking about that this is the first time that you're taking your financial status into your own hands. You might have just been kind of like me in the past, who was just like, I don't want to say a victim to it, because yeah, there is outside circumstances which is affecting all our finances, and you know, it's not always like, yeah, you can be victim to those things, you know what I mean? But I do think that this is the first time you might be actively trying to get yourself out of debt, or actively looking at your bank statements every day and being like, what's going in, what's going out, or maybe even pioneering in a new job environment. Maybe this is a work environment that you've never been in before. Maybe this is a career that you've never pursued before. Maybe this is a pay level that you've never had before. There's just something new here, and obviously it's with finances, with work. Maybe you guys this year are leveling up to a whole new financial status, to a whole new tax bracket. I wouldn't be surprised, because there's some hard work you guys are doing here. Just remember that if you are putting in the work right here, I do see the Queen of Pentacles at the end of it, which is like very abundant, very happy, very safe, very secure, somebody who's really loving their life and being able to take care and provide financially, and for not only themselves but for those around them and the things that they want to take care of. So yeah, anyways, that's all I see for you guys in pile one. I hope you liked that. You can let me know down below if this resonated, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. What is up, pile two? If you guys chose this, I don't know. I'm actually trying to wave, but I didn't. Anyways, if you guys chose this orange calcite, then this is your reading. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also, I do have to say legally that this is for entertainment purposes only. All right, so as you can see, I've already pre-pulled your tarot cards. We will take a look at those in a minute and get to your 2024 financial predictions. On camera, I will pull some clarifiers, try to get as clear and accurate as I can, even though it is a general reading. And then I will get some oracle cards, and I think I'm also going to use these ones. I don't have specific money cards or career cards, which I need to get. I keep saying I'm going to get them, and I haven't yet because I'm poor. But anyways, let's get into your 2024 financial predictions with the tarot. All right, so you guys have, these are slippery buggers. All right, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Page of Wands, the World. You guys actually got a couple extra cards. Hold on. The Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Swords. Let me fix this. All right, so let's talk about the 10 of Pentacles in reverse first off. So I think this is more of like a past / present card for most of you guys in this pile. This is either, it depends on who you are. It is either a lot of debt, There's a lot of financial insecurity here, a lot of financial instability here. Some people in this pile might have even declared bankruptcy at one point. If not specifically bankruptcy, then you might have just been like that far gone financially at one point in your life. There could have been a loss of property here. There could be some financial issues in regards to family disputes financially, whether it's within your own family, your husband, your wife, your kids, whatever it may be, or your own mother and father, your grandparents even. There could have been lost careers here with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which obviously equals to lost wages. You guys could have gotten laid off at one point. I wouldn't be surprised if this was around the pandemic or because of the pandemic. Yeah, so it's going to be different for everybody. But either way, I do sense a lot of financial instability, a lot of financial loss here, a lot of debt here for you guys in this pile. And I don't think this is anything new. So if that's not resonating, this probably isn't your pile. I'm thinking this is a current slash recent past sort of thing for you guys. 2024, this is great actually, because the Page of Wands is such an exciting, fresh energy. Something here financially is going to bring you a lot of excitement. Like, you're finally going to be excited about your financial future in 2024. I'm gonna see why in a minute, and yeah, try to clarify that a little bit more. But yeah, the Page of Wands is just a really new, exciting, fresh energy. So I wonder what this is that's going to get you guys hopeful again and excited for your finances. The world is an end of a cycle, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is the end of this cycle over here. Once again, we will get some clarifiers, but the Four of Swords just says it all. You're finally going to be able to rest and find your peace. You might even be able to go take a break, go on some sort of vacation. Doesn't have to be anything lavish, obviously, especially if you're in like incredible debt. I would recommend against it, but I don't know, you do you. But definitely there is a peace of mind here. There is a break here, and it's because of whatever this is. Pages are usually messengers, so there's like something here that you're either learning or some sort of opportunity you're getting, or something here that you're just like so excited. It's like a kid in a candy store sort of excitement. It's like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like, I think you are really going to be ending out these old financial cycles and be able to start fresh with your finances in 2024. It's like it feels like the possibilities are endless and like with your finances in 2024, because this isn't weighing you down anymore. I'm really curious about what this is. It could even be like debt relief. Maybe it is like a student loan debt relief. It could. I mean, I don't know. I haven't read on that, but some sort of debt relief here, and or just like some sort of financial relief here that you're really feeling in 2024. It's really just going to put your mind at ease, and really, if you have been working crazy hours or having to pick up extra shifts or working two jobs, I see you finally being able to take a break from that, maybe even only cut back your hours for some people. If you've been needing a break or wanting a vacation or whatever it may be, then I definitely see you guys doing that in 2024. But overall, it's just the energy of not having to stress about your finances as much because of whatever this is that's coming in with this Page of Wands. I would say we do have the Knight of Wands that came out as well. Normally I only pull 3 cards and then do the back of the deck energy. However, you got 4 cards and it did want to end on the Knight of Wands. So I would just be very wary of what's going into your bank account and what's coming out of your bank account, because the Knight of Wands is something that is like almost going too fast. So for a lot of people in this pile, it might be money coming in but then quickly being spent. And I mean, if you have a lot of debt, a lot of bills that you have been piling up that you haven't been able to take care of, it's kind of, you can't help it. But yeah, if you can help the money that's going in and out of your bank account, if it's going in, out, in, out, in, out, I would just double check that. I would just make sure you're not like going negative or withdrawing too much, or I don't even know. I would just make sure that there is a good amount of funds in there, because this is something that's going a little too fast to keep up with itself with the Knight of Wands over here. So it's also impulsiveness. So when it comes to finances, that's obviously like impulsive spending. It could also be a little bit of like arrogance about your financial situation. So just don't get a little too ahead of yourself with whatever this is coming in. It's going to be ending this old cycle. So you have the right to be excited. Just don't like, book a $1 million vacation. You know what I mean? Just kind of remember how you felt over here, because there is this warning over here. But yeah, let's get into what this news could be. Let's get into this ending of the cycle and see like what exactly is going on here. Reminds me of somebody who hasn't been able to like go shopping for forever, right? It's like whatever this is that's coming in is super exciting, and it's definitely something that is going to, I'm not saying you can't go shopping now, but it's like you almost go from 0 to 60 with your spending habits, because you're so used to not being able to spend anything. So just keep that in mind in 2024. All right, let's see. Let's see what this, I'm not going to clarify the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of obvious to me. There's literally no financial stability, or very little financial stability here. A lot of debt here. A lot of bad money habits here. Yeah. So we're going to clarify the Page of Wands. The Lovers. Ooh, interesting. All right. So, oops, what is this? The King of Swords. Okay, very interesting. Give me a minute. There's some sort of partnership here, somebody willing to work with you, and obviously this is going to be in a financial sense. This could be for those people who are single. I do have a love reading, you can look it up if you want, but it could be an actual person coming in that way. It is the Lover's card, I do have to say it. It could be a romantic interest, and obviously if you guys are to get into a relationship with somebody, or take your relationship to the next level, maybe get married, and this other person is good off financially, then yeah, that would be somebody who would help you out financially, because now you are tied to this other person. So that could be something, but if that's not resonating, then this is just some sort of partnership that you guys are having. It could even be with a job. 100%, since this is a financial reading, this could be a job that is like the perfect match for you, and obviously financially that would be very good as well. But the Lovers is like two pieces of a puzzle coming together finally. Like it's like a yin and yang. It fits perfectly together, right? It's like your needs are met and their needs are met, and it's just like a really beautiful match here. So it could just be the perfect job coming in. And I mean, I'm not saying it's like falling into your lap or anything, but you guys might actively have to search this out. But of course, not every job you apply to is one that you just automatically get. So this is like the perfect job coming in. For some people on this pile, it's definitely debt relief. Like it just keeps popping up. The thing that comes into mind is student loan debt, but like it could be any sort of debt. I don't know what debt you guys are in. What is it called when people go and get their loan interest rates down? Not just specifically student loan, but like car, house. I don't even know. Is it called consolidating your debt? Maybe some people are consolidating their debt in here, but either way, it's some sort of relief when it comes to this financial burden that you've been struggling with over here. And it's through this other party that you're able to do it. Because the Nine of Swords is like, I don't have to worry about this anymore. It's not going to stress me out anymore. It could be lower payments if you owe a lot of money on something. But yeah, for other people, like I said, it could definitely be another person coming in terms of job, career, or maybe even someone just coming in and helping you out financially. That could absolutely be what this is. So it's just like, this is where this excitement is coming from. It's like you haven't been able to feel financially happy or financially free for a while, and it's still the page, so it's still the very beginning steps of this, but I feel like this weight of this financial instability has really been dragging on you for a while, and in 2024 it's going to be uplifted. So I'd be curious to see how that goes. I haven't done a reading on student loan debt, but I'd be curious. I know like 9 million people didn't pay it, so I shouldn't laugh, but it's like, it's feeling like that. It's like, I don't have to worry about this anymore. This is a relief. But for some people, like I said, it could be called, why can't I talk? It could be wow, I don't know this phrasing at all. As you can tell, I'm not a financial expert, okay? But it could be getting some debt payments lowered, like things that you owe money on per month. Perhaps like payment plans are getting lowered. I'm not sure. Just something about, there is another party coming in that's helping you out here, and you're really excited because now it's not inhibiting you financially as much anymore. So let's clarify the World and see what we get. Judgment. Yeah, something's getting reevaluated and it's ending the cycle here. Okay, yeah, so this is something from the past, something that you've been battling with a long time. So once again, this is going to be resonating or it's not. So if you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, this is not your pile, because this is something that has been dragging you through the freaking ringer financially for a while. This is something that you've had to get up and deal with financially over and over and over and over again. But yeah, you're leaving that behind in 2024. The cycle is ending. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sketchy terms and conditions over here financially with the Knight of Swords in reverse, because this is somebody who wasn't quite honest with you when you signed these papers, or when you agreed to this financial statement, when you agreed to this wage, or whatever it may be. There's just something here where you kind of got like played a little bit here, and yeah, it has really dragged you through the mud here financially, and that is no longer in 2024. It's getting wrapped up. With the Page of Wands and the World here, especially with the King of Swords and Judgment, this is something finally getting seen. So I don't know if some people in this pile have been struggling to get a certain pay raise or to get a certain job that would obviously pay better than your older jobs, like, but it's like you're finally able to get that. Maybe with the World here, some people have been trying to complete classes or courses or learn certain skills in order to get a higher paying job. But yeah, I definitely seeing that coming in 2024, and this is where your mind is at ease. But once again, with the Knight of Wands, just because you're getting more pay doesn't mean you should go out and spend it. Also, just be a little bit worried about that. But yeah, especially if you have work that you do that is seen by a lot of people. I'm just getting with the Judgment in the World here, that this work might be seen by a lot of people in some way. I don't know if you're putting it online or if it's just like finally your company is recognizing you, but it's somebody, it's like a public opinion here, or opinion of people who matter, you know what I mean, in terms of finances, who are finally noticing and looking at you and looking at your whatever it is that you've been trying to accomplish with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse here. It's like you're finally being noticed for this. You're finally being recognized for this. And they're finally reevaluating you, your financial position. And which is obviously going to increase your finances here in 2024. That's what this is. It's an increase in your finances, which is why you're so excited here with the Page of Wands. It's just like a childlike energy, like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Like, you know? All right, so let's get the Four of Swords. This is obviously going to be different for everybody, but just know that there is a financial increase here, 100%. If it's not specifically an increase, then it's a decrease of a debt. So you know what I mean? So technically maybe your finances stay the same, but because you don't have to pay as much or because the debt is wiped off or whatever it may be, it's like technically you have more money. That's what it feels like. There's more here. There's more to spend, and you're really excited about it in 2024. So we're going to clarify the Four Swords. Yeah, look at that. Sorry, you can't see that, but we have the Two of Wands. Justice. This is why I'm feeling like it could be something to do with I don't know why I keep thinking student loan debt. I kind of want to do that reading after this and just see what I get, because this is really a vibe I'm getting. But we have the Two of Wands, being able to move forward and make it plan finally. I feel like you couldn't do that before because you weren't getting a certain amount of money in your pocket a month. You didn't have a certain wage. It's like, how am I supposed to plan for the future if I can barely afford the right now? Or there was just massive debt behind you that you had to pay off, that you couldn't pay off, that was holding you back. Maybe your credit score was really bad too. That could be something you could get yourself out of a certain credit score, certain bad credit score. But yeah, but it's like, finally I can move forward. Finally I can make plans for the future. Finally I can actually financially put money into future endeavors, into where I want to go in the future here. I don't have to worry about it as much. Justice, it's finally being balanced. This could literally be like spreadsheets being balanced in your I don't know if you do spreadsheets, but your financial statements finally being balanced out, right? So like, it's not going to be an excess of things leaving your bank account all the time. There's going to be a really good even amount of what comes in versus what goes out. Death, this is completely changing. This, whatever this is over here, like, it's never going to be the same again. You're never, well, I shouldn't say you're never going to be in this state again, because your financial decisions are on you, but you're getting the chance for it to never happen again right here. I think you're really going to be letting go of this past energy, this past debt, this past financial instability, lost career, lost wages, whatever it may be. It's going to be completely changed around in 2024. So, all right, that's pretty much all I can get here. Once again, I'm not even going to go over the Knight of Swords, or sorry, the Knight of Wands again. I would just say, don't be impulsive, don't be stupid with your money. Just because you have more coming in and or less being taken out doesn't mean you should just like spend it recklessly. And that's pretty much what that's saying, is don't be reckless with it, because, you know, you still need to plan for your future financially, but I'm sure you guys will do good with that. All right, let's get a couple more cards for 2024 predictions for you guys. Oh, heal. Yeah, that's what it is. It's healing this past energy of whatever you couldn't afford, whatever you weren't able to pay off, whatever it is that you have been trying to achieve in terms of legacy, in terms of career. If you've never been able to afford your own house, your own apartment, your own vehicle, whatever it is, it's all being healed in 2024 because of this pay raise that you're getting, or because of this less money being taken out. One last card for 2024 financial predictions. Yeah, care. It's like you're finally being able to put that money into yourself, into your own life, and not have it going to all of this other stuff. And financial predictions for 2024. Let's get one last card with the red cards. So we had prostitute. I'm sorry, I always laugh when this card comes out. It's obviously not about that, although I don't know, maybe it is for some people. No judgment here, but prostitute, what it is saying is that light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. It's exactly what you guys have been doing in the past. Well, I don't know if you've been doing that specifically, but in the past you've been surviving. You haven't been living. You haven't been thriving. You haven't had the legacy, the job, the career, the financial stability. You haven't been able to, for whatever reason, because it's Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you didn't have family to help you, or maybe there were family disputes, or maybe property disputes. I'm not sure, but there was something here where you were in survival mode financially, and that's what you're getting out of in 2024. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. There's going to be more work, but it is good news. Like, it's the first good financial news that you guys have had in a long time in this pile, and finally you're going to be able to, like it says here, accentuate the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. You guys aren't going to be in survival mode anymore. The start of this is happening in 2024. Where you go with it is up to you. What you do with your finances is up to you. But you're not going to have to, like it says in the card, negotiate the power of your spirit. You're not going to have to, there was a powerful quote that I heard that's like, you want a certain financial level of certain, I'm totally butchering this, hold on. Of course, now I can't find it. I'm probably going to find it right after this. But basically, the whole premise of the quote is being to want to be financially secure, to want to be in a certain position, in a certain career field, or whatever it may be. Not only does it have the benefits of obviously taking care of you, your family, and everything you need in the material world, but also you don't have to compromise on your own values, on your own negotiation. You don't have to do things that you don't want to do anymore, because people who do that have to do it because they can't afford to not to. Does that make any sense? You can finally afford to not have to do things you don't want to do. I hope that made sense, because I butchered that quote 120%. Well, that's what I feel coming in 2024. You're not going to be having to force yourself to work this many hours anymore, or to have to take this job that you hate anymore, or to have to work with people that maybe you don't agree with, that don't align with your beliefs, because you are going to be in a financial state where you can say no to those jobs, no to those people, no to those clients. You know what I mean? So that is what this card is giving. And I'm sorry that I totally butchered the quote, but anyways, that is all I see for you guys in pile 2. I hope you guys liked that reading. Let me know down below if it resonated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, pile 3. If you guys chose this goldstone, then this is your reading. So I do have to say, for legal reasons, this is for entertainment purposes only, and also it is a general reading, so obviously take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alright, so as you guys can see, I've pre-pulled your tarot cards, so we're going to see what those say and get your 2024 financial predictions. On camera, I will pull some clarifiers. We have these right here, and then I will also pull some oracle cards. So I have these ones, and then I will end on the red cards right here. And I'm sorry if the lighting is a little different. I've been filming for a little bit and the sun changed positions. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's get into the tarot. All right, so we have the sun. That is awesome in a financial reading. So great start. Queen of Wands, get it. All right, and the Three of Wands in reverse, and the last one is Balance. Dang. I'm gonna pick this one. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. I already know what it says. So first and foremost, if you were stressed out about 2024 and your finances, literally don't be. Like, This reading is really good. So I'm just going to put that out there. Obviously, what you do is up to you and you have to make your own decisions financially. But if you have been working towards something specifically, some sort of financial goal or some sort of career goal, which obviously then ties into more money, then just know you are going to be successful in 2024. The sun is like the most abundant, successful card in the whole tarot. Look, it literally says a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. You are going to be achieving something really great in 2024. And I'm sure it's in a career sense, but then will tie to your financial sense. But yeah, somehow you're getting a lot of money in 2024, or you're getting like a glow up in 2024 financially. And obviously, a financial glow up will lead to like glow up in other places of your life, especially with the Queen of Wands right next to it. Like, this literally says there is nothing that you cannot do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. It does also say the need for balance between personal life and career. I think that you guys in this pile, these are like, this is the entrepreneur pile. This is the business owner pile. This is the go-getter pile. This is the I'm gonna go get that promotion pile. This is the I'm going to be a manager or in a place of leadership type of pile. This is what this is right here. If you have been striving for something in terms of career and specifically have been striving for things in terms of career in 2023 and a couple years before that, then just know that this is the year that this comes to fruition. And not only will it come to fruition in terms of career, but obviously in terms of finances, like you will finally see the financial abundance that you've been waiting for whatever it is that you're putting all this time and work and effort into. I mean, we literally have the balance card right up here, which speaks of self-control, patience, and balance. I think this is something that you have been working on for a long time. I think this is something that you've been trying to accomplish for a long time, but maybe haven't seen quite the success that you thought you would, or maybe the success hasn't been equal to the amount of work you put in behind the scenes. It's coming to fruition. The balance card is also the card of healings. So this is like a financial reading, obviously. So I think that you will be finally healing your finances. So whatever that means for you, some people might have a lot of debt that you need to pay off. I think you're going to be able to do it this year tenfold with the Sun and the Queen of Wands, 100%. If you just like don't have good finances for whatever other reason other than debt, then yeah, you're definitely going to have a lot of healing in your finances. This could also be speaking of healing in your financial beliefs in what you can accomplish financially. You know, you can get into whole spiels about the financial beliefs and financial money beliefs and abundance mindset and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I think that you will be healing a lot of those beliefs when it comes to money and finances and what money means for you, what money does for you, and all that good stuff. So I think this is really positive for you guys overall, not just financially, although it starts financially, but overall, this is going to be such a like transformation year for you guys. And the Three of Wands is something that usually speaks of not moving forward with something. So I'm really curious to see what that is. Once again, we are going to get clarifiers. I wonder if you guys will have many opportunities and turn some of them down in this pile, because there is the success here, like no doubt about it. So the Three of Wands really says that you don't want to progress or move forward with something for some reason. And I'm wondering why that is, but it kind of is giving me the vibes that you don't have to, perhaps. I definitely think in the past that maybe you thought maybe this wouldn't go forward, or maybe you started to believe that this wasn't going to get you where you thought you would, and this year is going to be the year that you're like, yeah, no, that wasn't correct at all. So let's get some clarifiers for you guys and see what it says. Let me plug this back on. I like hold my microphone out when I'm not shuffling, but obviously I can't do that when I'm shuffling. So I kind of want to see. So this Three of Wands is what I'm most curious about. The other cards are really loud and debatably a little bit more. I don't want to say more important, but you know, they're kind of self-explanatory. Let me clarify this Three of Wands. I want to see what's going on. Interesting. Yeah, there's some financial chaos here with the Three of Wands in reverse. There is restriction and delays being able to keep these finances, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. So I'm going to ask where it's coming from. I mean, we do have the Devil, the Seven of Swords, so that is not good energy. I hope that people aren't stealing from you guys. That would be bad. But the Page of Wands is like an excited energy, and the world is saying that you are wrapping this cycle up. I wonder if you guys had been in like a lot of debt before, or if you have a lot of stuff going in and out of your bank account at the moment, and that's why when the success hits, this financial elevation hits this year, you guys are kind of like your actual financial state and your spending habits are still in the old cycle. However, the financial status is being elevated to the new cycle. That's kind of what it feels like, a push back and forth. I want to see where this Three of Wands in reverse comes from. Can you clarify where is this coming from? Oh, okay, so this could be about your environment, whether it's your work environment, your house and home, or lack thereof. The Three of Wands in reverse is somebody who's restricted in what they can do. So I wonder if your environment, even though you're finding success in 2024 with whatever it is that you've been trying to do, I wonder if it isn't as much as you could have found if you were in a different place. If that makes any sense. There is some restriction here in your physical environment here, maybe with the people you surround yourself with. It's like a conflict of interest here, which is making that even though you have this success coming in 2024 in terms of probably career, but definitely finances, because this is a financial reading, that there is some conflict here. Let me get into the other cards though. Hold on. We'll come back to that. I was just like, this was the most perplexing one, but I don't want to focus on that too much because then it kind of brings down the reading. Because that energy compared to these energies is like minuscule. I'm not saying it's not going to be important. I'm not saying it's not going to be something that you definitely have to work through in 2024, because it looks like you're going to have to, because it is making it so you can't expand your finances to a point where you should, because this and this is telling me your finances should be like, there should be nothing holding it back, but there is something holding it back, and it looks like it has to do with house, home, environment. Maybe it's even the place you live, if not like the physical house and home you live in, like the neighborhood you live in, the town you live in, the city you live in. It could be the just like the housing crisis that we all find ourselves in. Maybe you can't find, I don't know, if like right now, say for example, you only have a room to work out of. It could be that you don't have enough literal space. That could be something too. It could be whatever it is that you're finding success in. You maybe, if you are married, or if you have a significant other or a roommate or something of these sorts with this Four of Wands in reverse, that they're making it hard for you in some way, shape, or form to continue down this path. Maybe they're outright, not supportive, or maybe they are just like noisy. Like if whatever it is that you're finding success in requires you to have a quiet environment per se, or something of the sorts, maybe like they just aren't kind of working with you on that. It could be anything. I hope that made sense. But yeah, I'm just giving some examples out there of why this is. But once again, I don't want to focus too much on that, because it is the least expansive energy here, is the least strong energy here. It was just the one that perplexed me the most, which is why I started there. But yeah, anyways, let us get to the Sun. And I wouldn't worry too much about it too, because you do have Justice and you do have the World, which is saying that that's being wrapped up. Whatever it is that's in your environment right now that is causing you to not be able to create money as much, because there is so much success coming in this year, but it's like you should have more, but you can't, because of either where you live, the town you live in, the people that are around you, especially if they're living in the same physical building as you. Maybe it's like an apartment complex, and like I don't know why I just thought of people this is hilarious. I just thought of, so I've been looking into workout routines, and I saw this lady who had like a jump rope routine. I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. That's what I'm going to do. And then I was just thinking about, if I lived in an apartment and I wasn't on the bottom floor, like how do people do that? You can't do that. And then I'm like, what if this lady was in an apartment? She wouldn't be able to make these workout routines with her jump rope, because she's being really loud and noisy and there's neighbors and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. That was a really long thing to say. That it's something like that. It's like you're the person trying to make money off of jump rope videos, but you can't, because your neighbors are all complaining, and then you're threatening to get kicked out of your apartment because the jumping is like bothering them downstairs. Does that make any sense? That's what it feels like. All right, anyways, let's continue to the Sun. Dude, like if you were worried, yeah, look at that. There is brand new opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which tell me there was a lot of unequal give and take in the past. I do think this is a lot of your time, your effort, your energy, maybe even your own finances that were invested into something that is now paying off. You could have gone to school for something and you just never were able to get a job in it, or you didn't get a job with a high enough pay income or whatever. But there's some sort of investment here of your time, your energy, your money, your resources into something that hasn't paid off until this year, or it hasn't paid off in the way you thought it would until this year. And there is some real money coming in. There is some real bag coming in here. The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles is telling me that this is super sustainable. This is super sturdy, structured. Like there is just so much abundance here financially for you guys. Like I literally, like I can't even, besides this one hiccup over here, which I'm not saying it's going to be frustrating. I'm not saying it's not, but that is so minuscule compared to this. if you were looking for a job, especially with a big company, big corporation, or like some sort of career field where even like legal, law, state level, something like that, then just know that this is what's coming in 100% with the Emperor. But it could be anything that is a person in a position of power. You could be this person in a position of power. If you were trying to get a job where you are in a certain position of authority and power with the Emperor, this would probably be a really big job title here. Just know that this is definitely coming in for you. And obviously with that career choice, with that career succession, well, I meant to say with that career success coming in comes the financial success with it. This is a huge opportunity this year, and it's not something you're stumbling upon. It's something that you've been working towards. All right, let's get clarity for the Queen of Wands. Oh, that's way too many. Okay, well, we do have the Seven of Wands, the Star, the Chariot, the Page of Cups. Yeah, some people in this pile might actually be, I'm going to put them back just because that was like 45 different ones and I don't want them. I don't want that many. Some people in this pile, because the Queen of Wands is definitely somebody who's like a socialite, somebody who is like seen. She reminds me sometimes of like an Instagram model. If that's not you, then don't worry about it. I'm just giving you the vibe of her. You know what I mean? She's very confident. She's very secure, as it says in the card. Brilliant, talented, independent. So you could definitely be an entrepreneur of some sort. You could definitely be somebody who's trying to become like a social media influencer or content creator or something like that. If that is, then this is your year. This is your year. Chase that bag, get that bread, because this is your year. Especially if you're on like a big known platform, or you're trying to work with a big company or whatever it may be. Then just know this is your year. You're definitely going to be getting some. I shouldn't even say some. You're going to be getting a lot of success here. Can we clarify the Queen of Wands? And 4 came out anyways. Cool. All right. Yeah, the Star was out, and that was saying being seen. It looks like in the past you felt trapped by this. You felt like you couldn't move forward. The 8 of Wands. I also think this was really slow coming. So I don't think, once again, I don't think this is just like coming out of nowhere. You didn't put in any work. No, I think that this has been like inching years worth of work where you saw little to no reward. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. There's been a lot of frustrations and delays, but the Fool in reverse is telling me that you haven't, first of all, you haven't given up. You haven't started a new path. You haven't changed direction because you didn't think that you should or you needed to. But second of all, it's saying that you got serious about this, like super serious. All right, let's clarify the balance. And then we're going to go on to the other ones. Sorry, I got kind of lost in the energy, and I feel like your reading's going to be like 10 times longer than everybody else's. So we have the Chariot in reverse, the Temperance in reverse, the 7 of Wands in reverse, the Strength in reverse. Yeah. Anyone who sees your success in 2024 and says must be nice, you could literally go tell them to F themselves, because this is just telling me that there's so many struggles that people haven't seen. There is so much time, effort, energy, money, and even me saying this as the reader, I'm not even expressing how much anger, frustration, burnout, vulnerability, just feeling like you're not good enough. I see in the past year that you have overcome to reach this point. So yeah, it must be nice. Yeah, it is nice because I did the damn thing and I did it for years and years and years, right? That's what's getting healed this year. You're finally being recognized and rewarded accordingly for all the hard work that for however long you've been trying to get to this position, get this job, be seen, get your business off the ground, whatever it is. The Chariot in reverse, I think there are times where you literally had to stop doing what you were doing because of outside forces, maybe because of this 4 of Wands in reverse over here. Maybe the people around you didn't agree. Maybe they were actively sabotaging you. Maybe they were actively not supporting you. Maybe they just weren't considerate of you and what you were trying to do. It might not have been like, them doing it on purpose, but, maybe they were just being super noisy or just being inconsiderate, and that inhibited your money, your ability to make money, your ability to work and do whatever job that you were trying to do. Yeah, I do see that you were definitely stopped in your tracks a couple times, but I also see the Chariot in reverse as you forced yourself forward, you forced yourself through, you forced yourself to be seen. It was all or nothing with Temperance in reverse, and yeah, you were too stubborn. You weren't going to give up. But 7 of Wands in reverse, that's all getting healed in 2024. So I think that's pretty clear and obvious. Like, you guys are definitely 2024 leveling up financially. Whatever it is that you've been chasing and trying to get, and wherever you've been trying to go, like, yeah, keep at it, because the success this year is going to be amazing. All right, so let's get a couple more cards for 2024 predictions for pile 3, and then we'll end this out. Inspire. I love that. Yeah, I think this is going to be instinct. This is what it is. This is what I'm telling you. I bet you a lot of people in the past were telling you, like, you're never going to win. Just give up. You're a failure. It's not going to work. That's the vibe I'm getting. And you're like, no. And I say it so casually. It wasn't casually. I think it weighed on you. This is your year. This is your year, and I love it. You followed your instinct. You followed your heart. You followed your own intuition, and you didn't listen to nobody else. You were like, I'm going to do me. And you probably were laughed at and scorned for it. But this year, you're gonna have the physical, tangible. I think you've had the emotional and mental drive and level of, like, this is going to be successful. I don't think you've doubted that for a little bit, at least. Maybe in the way past you did, but this year specifically, you are going to be able to have the actual physical proof that is undeniable to anyone. We also have inspire. I think that this is going to be super inspiring to other people who see you now and see how far you've come. Yeah, this is definitely your year. All right, let's get one last card, and we're going to end this out. 2024 predictions for pile 2. 2024 financial predictions for pile 2. We get some 2024 financial predictions for pile 2. So we have mentor, and it says passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. In the shadow attributes were inability to allow the students to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. I can definitely see the shadow attribute as maybe they weren't your mentor per se. Well, they could be, but these people around you who are definitely not allowing you to improve your skills and not allowing you to excel in the way that you could have excelled. I feel like a while ago, I feel like these people really stopped and inhibited you from reaching this goal sooner. Although some people in this pile could have a mentor of some sort. I could definitely see that. If not you having a mentor to get to where you are, I say mentor. It could be a mentor. It could be a literal teacher. It could literally be you going to school, college, whatever it may be. But yeah, if it's not that specifically, then I think that you guys will be in that position with this newfound success in 2024. If not a mentor per se or a teacher per se, then a leadership, 100% leadership in a position of authority. That's what I see with mentor there. So yeah, the only negative thing I see is kind of like you can't, it's not saying that you're not going to have, it's just saying that, how do I say it? It's nothing to be concerned about. It's just saying that your finances are like trying to expand tenfold, and it's being constricted by these other people, this environment, by this place you live, wherever it is, this marriage, even for some people, it's being constricted by that. But I do see, once again, that it's being rounded out by the end of 2024, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Anyways, that is all I see for you guys in pile 3. I hope you like this reading, because I sure liked reading it. Let me know down below if that resonated, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye, guys.